What is up, everybody? This is George Short Right coming back again to a mad week. As you can see, I am not in my home studio this week. I am on the location where, don't worry about it. Don't worry, pretty little heads about it. I am where the fuck I am. Don't worry about it. But still, third week in a row, I ain't alone. I know y'all got sick of me being alone for a while. Or did you? Or did you just love seeing my face? But anyways, I am not alone. You are not alone. Michael Jackson, who is with me?
What up, everybody? Yo, I'm back on the set here. Magic Entertainment, a mad week.
Your name?
Yo, this is Marlon, and I've been on the show a couple times, and it's good to be back.
All right, nice to have you back, man. How many times have I had you on? I think it was like two?
Twice.
Twice?
Yeah.
One of the most watched shows.
I think it was.
It's like, I think it's got over 50 or so, right?
Yeah. We need all you guys to tune in.
Watch, rewatch.
Yes.
Pick out some of the things. Give me some critiques on what I could do better. I ain't gonna read the motherfuckers, but I appreciate it. Know that you're watching and whatnot. I appreciate it. So, like we usually do right now, just catch up on the weekend. What'd you do this past weekend?
Man, I was up in Flagstaff, enjoying the cool weather. Got to watch some of the NFL games.
Whoa. It's like in the 60s and 70s down in Phoenix right now. Why you need to get lower than that?
Just to get out of the city.
You just wanted to get out of the city. All right.
Be up in Flagstaff, get out of Phoenix, but just kick back, watch the NFL games.
Oh yeah,
pretty exciting. Kind of sad. My team's in there, the Cardinals, but
true.
I love football, so gotta watch these games.
I love me some football. I was not watching them hardcore like I usually do. I was up in Vegas this past weekend, like I tend to be. And just hit or miss on some of the games. You know, I really didn't watch too much of the New England game, but that was a ass whooping like I thought it was gonna be. But that Jacksonville game, I have money on Jacksonville game, so I watched pretty hard on that one. That didn't turn out the way I thought it was gonna be. For some reason, Jacksonville has the Steelers number, man.
Yeah,
they play them hard, and they won. So that was pretty cool. Then that fucking Minnesota New Orleans game.
Oh man,
I was able to watch the end of that, and that was crazy.
Everyone shaking their head.
Everybody shaking their head, even the players. That one dude, as a defensive back in high school and in college, he just did one of the cardinal sins, just especially at the wrong time. He did the cardinal sin. He put his head down, tried to just lunge himself at the wide receiver who caught the ball in order to knock him down. No. Always was taught, guarantee the tackle. Yeah. Even when you try to go up for an interception, it's better to knock the ball down and guarantee the tackle right there. Yeah. So if he ends up catching the ball, stiff arm you, head to the end zone. No, you don't want that to happen. And that's exactly what happened. The dude whiffed on a tackle.
Yep. All he had to do was pick up that right
That's
arm.
all he had to do. The game was over.
Yep.
Game was over. Guarantee that tackle. Game over. But you saw the motherfucker. His head was down. Why?
I don't know, man. His eyes are probably closed too.
Probably. Yeah. You otherwise you would have saw. Oh shit! This ain't what I should be doing right now.
Yeah. So my question is, if you're the Saints, do you keep his ass? What do you do, man?
Yeah. If overall he's a good player and just fucked up that time, all right, yeah, you keep him. But if he's known to fuck up like that, nah, you let him go.
Man, he probably has a hard time in New Orleans right now. Man.
No,
he probably can't be seen.
Hey, everybody has a hard time when their team loses, but hey, they did well, got far. He just fucked up, you know.
He fucked up.
You know, it's just like that Seahawks game or whatever a couple of Super Bowls ago, when everybody was like, "Oh, if it was me there, I would have ran the ball. I would have ran the ball if it was me."
Yeah.
But Russell Wilson, it was absolutely Russell Wilson's fault for throwing it behind the receiver instead of in front of the receiver.
Yep.
Otherwise, that would have been a great play.
Yep.
So, did people was like, "Oh, fuck Russell, let's get rid of him"? No.
The Atlanta game was like that too. They passed when they should have ran the ball. So
I watched a decent amount of that game too, and they made some stupid, like all throughout the fucking day.
Yeah.
They made some dumbass decisions on that one. So you can't just blame it on that one play. They really made stupid decisions. But hey, I love me some football, and unfortunately, 2 weeks left. Well, 3 weeks if you want to count the fucking Pro Bowl, but nobody counts that. So take that shit back. What else? Oh, Martin Luther King Day, Monday. Did you have to work?
No, I was off.
Me as well. Took 2 days this week off. Martin Luther King, and I took another day to side hustle. Every day I'm hustling. That's what I do, you know. That's what I do.
George's a hustler. I can vouch for that. I see him.
That's what I do. That's what I do. And shit, like I said, I was in Vegas. It wasn't the best trip for me. On them tables.
Really? Did you lose?
And I don't want to talk.
Sounds like he lost a lot.
I don't want to talk.
He lost a lot. Yeah, I can tell that.
I'll get you yet, Vegas. Motherfucker. But we'll just jump into the stories. When I was there, got a text from a buddy. I didn't know what to think. I actually thought, oh, somebody, made a meme or just something silly. But no, it wasn't just mean or something silly. It was the alert. Saturday, an emergency alert warning of a missile attack was sent to cell phones across Hawaii. It was later revoked 38 minutes later. Hawaii Emergency Management Agency stated human error. Did you see that shit?
I seen that. That kind of scared the shit out of a lot of people, man.
Dude. It says ballistic missile threat inbound to Hawaii. Seek immediate shelter. This is not a drill. Man, I would have been shitting my pants. I don't know what the fuck I would have been doing except for shitting my pants. Other than that,
how much time they get? Like 10 minutes, 12 minutes?
They say do this shit, like seek shelter from a goddamn missile. I don't know where you gonna go. If you got a bomb shelter, you go as fast as you can. But they didn't tell people that was an error until 38 minutes later on their cell phones. But on social media, it was going around like, all right, this was an error. I don't know how many minutes after that it was going on social media that it was an error. But it took 38 minutes, the same way people got the alert, for them to get that. Nah, this is fucked up.
That's not cool, man. I'm on vacation in Hawaii,
Yeah. No, I get freaked out when I get regular shits. Whether it's an Amber Alert, a spot flooding or some shit. But when I'm nowhere near flood areas, it's like, oh shit, what's up? Especially one of them days where the wind's like just whipping and shit, and you hear. Then everybody's phone goes off one at a time and just makes all kinds of fucking noise. It's kind of freaky. With that, it's like, all right, severe windstorm in Arizona. But when you turn it over and it says a fucking missile, seek shelter. It ain't just your buddy sending you a text, hey man. No, this is from the government. Everybody's cell phone saying this shit.
Yeah, and where do you go? Where do you go, man?
All right, if I was at home, I'd go sit in my tub. Where would you go? Yeah, it's not, do you have a bomb shelter?
No. And you're on an island?
Well, some of the rich people might have bomb shelters or wine cellars. that they could go into.
Yeah.
The regular folk, you better go into the closet. I don't know what that's gonna do for you. Go into the bathroom. Don't know what that's gonna do for you. But dude, yeah, that would freak me the fuck out.
Yeah, definitely.
It later stated that it was an error on an employee's. It was an employee's fault, and that employee was reassigned. So he ain't taking care of that no more. They also stated that they will implement a 2-person procedure because it was just one dude that did that.
One dude did that?
Yeah, you know, like a drop-down menu.
Yeah.
There was one that said, I don't know why I didn't get the picture of this. I got pictures, saw the picture. I was like, I ain't gonna get that picture. But anyways, it was a drop-down menu. One had blah 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 send out, and the other one said drill, in the same info. So same info. One just said drill, one didn't. He clicked the one that didn't say drill.
I don't know about that, man. Like, how are those buttons you able to? I don't know, man. It should be like a little security guard or gate before you actually say it's for real.
There should be, and like I just said, they are implementing a procedure where, all right, if the dude clicks this, somebody else has to say, yeah, this is right. So on that time, it was just one dude had to click it, bang, and it went out.
So let me click this button here, and when I click this, George, you gotta okay this, all right?
That's right. That's right. Well, you click it, I get a little message. All right, that seems about right. I click with that, bang. Now the shit goes instead of just one dude fucking up. Reassigned now. And when I researched these, I got fucking gum in my mouth. Yeah. Cardinal sin on radio and TV. Don't have gum in your mouth. That was my bad. When I researched these stories, I tend to get some extra info from like different things when I Google search it. One of the things that I saw is that Pornhub. Have you ever heard of that site where you get porn?
Never heard of that. No.
All right. Sure you haven't. It's stated that porn plunged a total 60% within the first 10 minutes of that alert going off. And then it topped down at like a 77% decrease that people were watching porn during those 38 minutes. So when people thought they was about to die, they chose to not watch porn. I don't know why that was significant, but it is funny. It's like people was like, oh, my last few minutes, I probably shouldn't be doing this. That was fucking interesting. But yeah, I would have, that would have been freaky. I am glad I didn't have to go through that shit because I was probably had a lot of manliness during that time.
What would you have done, man?
I don't know, man. That's the thing. I probably cried a little.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what
that long, man. You got. I'd probably get on the phone and say goodbye to some people.
I know you told me it was stupid to live in Hawaii. You told me nothing. I apologize. This is the last time I'm gonna talk to you. All right, next thing. And I'm actually covering a couple of the big things that's happened. Your homeboy, Trump.
Why homeboy?
I'm just messing with you. Trump calls Haiti and African countries shitholes during an immigration meeting with lawmakers last Thursday. He states, "Why are we having all these people from shithole countries come here?" The shitholes he referring to were Haiti, El Salvador, and the African countries. This man, I don't know how many things he has to do to just exercise that he's a fucking racist.
Yeah.
And some people still don't want to see it.
Yeah.
he continues on suggesting that they need to bring more people from Norway. So people with color, no. Country predominantly white. Oh yeah, come on over.
Yeah, I think that if you support his ass, you really reveal who you are, because that shit's stupid, man.
It is stupid.
It's fucking ridiculous. How is our president of the United States to say that? He's a world figure, and a lot of people from these countries have contributed to our society.
Absolutely.
A lot of great minds. America was started from immigrants, Native Americans. When they came across, we should have said, "Hey, we don't want you motherfuckers from this shithole country.
Yes.
You go back to the shithole where you came from." No one talks about that shit, right? Well, what gives him the right to say, "Hey, this is my country. Those shithole country cannot come from there"?
It's like, yeah, the white immigrants left their countries because they considered them shitholes.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. I just don't appreciate the lack of class, and that's coming from me. I ain't the classiest motherfucker ever at all. Period. Whatsoever. But I hold the position of the presidency to a higher level, and what he's doing is not what an American president should be doing. Right? When it comes to his speech, his actions, just his behavior is just very, very fucked up. I can say fucked up. I can say shit and all that stuff. Our president should be doing that.
Yeah. And if you take this back, if Barack was doing this shit, everyone would be all over his eyes and saying, "Oh, president, this and that." But this guy, because he's white, he can get away with anything.
Oh, our president is ghetto. He's acting all ghetto and shit. Yeah. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Let's see. Yeah.
And why would Norway want to come here anyway? Want to come here?
Besides, it's probably a little bit warmer.
Yeah, a little bit warmer, but I heard they got a good economy. They've probably been good over there.
That's probably why it's fewer Norwegian immigrants or whatever. It's just fucked up. He's not. I just hate what he's doing to our country right now, and the supporters of him think it's all right to keep doing that because our president's doing it. We're going backwards. We're going fucking backwards.
We are going backwards. I believe that. Yes,
it is fucking crazy and very unfortunate. So if you're a Trump supporter, dude, why? And I understand during the election and all that stuff, during the campaign and whatnot, a new face, a new type of person. He's not a politician. He's going to do something different. A lot of people hate politicians. I can see the lure of him, and it was some of who he was only coming out. It was a lot, but it's not as much as what we know now. So I understand, but if you still support him after all this shit, now that's fucked up.
Yeah, like I said, it's revealing who you are.
Yeah, it is pretty much revealing who you are. But on to the next one. Speaking of racism, did you see I put it on my show last week, but H&M, the situation with H&M releasing a ad with a little black boy in a hoodie that said wrong one. That said "coolest monkey in the jungle."
Oh man, I didn't see that. No.
Yeah. So shit hit the fan because of that. Because they used the black boy and the whole racism with the word monkey and all that shit. It's just fucked up. Well, due to this ad, several stores in South Africa had to close because people were protesting, rioting, and they got all pissed off. They got a that was the picture of They went into stores.
Oh yeah, I've seen that on the news. Okay,
yeah, they just fucking. They was breaking shit, knocking over mannequins, just throwing clothes everywhere. People got pissed off, and understandable. Understandable.
Yep.
That's what. I don't usually follow up on my stories, but I decided to follow up on that one. Let's show this little kid again, and it's funny, and I brought this up because you are here, Marlon. It's funny. People are outraged all over the world, all over the fucking place, because this little black kid is wearing this coolest monkey in the jungle, but yet millions and millions of people wear shit like this.
Exactly.
And ain't doing shit about it.
Exactly.
And ain't doing shit about it.
Yeah.
It could easily be changed, and we talked about this one other time.
Yeah, we did.
So, all right.
We're getting heated here, man.
Just like one thing led to another with the Weinsteins and all that stuff. It opened up floodgate for people to be better, men be better when it comes to women and stuff in the workplace. Maybe that picture of the boy in that hoodie could spark something with the football team and all that shit to change it, because it's bullshit.
I hope so, man. There's a lot of efforts trying to, bring that, awareness to people everywhere. But it always goes back to, who are you? What person are you? Where do you stand on this issue? Does it offend you? Are you cool with it? Oh, just leave it in the past? You can't tell these people, forget about it. Leave it in the past.
Exactly. It's not hurting anybody. It's serious. Yeah. The H&M could have said the same thing about that hoodie, but no, people don't want to fucking hear that shit.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get outraged about that, just because you're not Native American, let's get outraged about that shit. The Redskins, speak. If more people will fucking come out and speak and say some shit about it, something will get done.
Yeah. And then they wonder why we're pissed off. Wonder why we're upset. Wonder why we're trying to speak our voices. It's because of shit like that. There's a lot of other things, a lot of other topics that are insensitive culturally or racially, and people just don't get it. And they think, why are they so mad? Why can't they just drop it? It's history. It's not that way. If you've never been in those people's shoes and lived their experiences, how the fuck are you supposed to know what they're going through? So, America is supposed to be diverse. Mm-hmm. We're supposed to be accepted because, the land, our country is filled with immigrants.
Melting pot.
Yeah, it's a melting pot of cultures. So, why is it that one race is going to say, hey, this is how it should be. This is how America is. This is what we should be. No, that's not right. And what is it going to take for us to change it? Is it going to take people to die? Is it going to take a lot of rioting, revolution? Maybe. I don't know. But it's getting to that point. It's getting hostile, man. It's getting hostile, especially with the government. People are getting hostile.
Well, some things that I've heard, that because of Trump and because of all this stuff is coming out with race relationships and all that stuff, sometimes you do have to take a couple steps backwards in order to move forward. And some people are saying, although he's horrible for the country, it might be helping the country because everybody's seeing this shit now. Just like those statues coming down of the Confederate generals and all that shit. Yeah. Maybe one step at a time, these things will advance the way we should be going. As right now, we're going backwards, but maybe we're going backwards in order to go forward.
I hope so, man.
I hope so, at least. So that's my optimism right there. Yeah. Like, shit. Yeah. Come on. Come on, 7.
Let's roll it.
Exactly. All right. Next thing. Do you know who the Cranberries are? The lead singer of the Cranberries died on Monday at the age of 46. It didn't say what she died of just yet, but it said she suddenly passed away. I like the Cranberries. You know who the Cranberries are?
No, I don't really. No, I never heard of them.
Do you have to let it linger? You remember that song? Or
okay.
Zombie.
Yeah.
Those Those are like the only two songs I know. But 46, man. 46.
Young.
Yes, it is. 46, and she's gone. And that was on Monday. And what happened on Monday? Somebody dies, another life is born. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West welcome their third kid into the world. This is what they used a surrogate.
I heard that.
They used a surrogate. I really don't care too much.
Is that a surrogate or was Kanye cheating? I don't know. That's what I thought. You know, hey, let's cover this up and say it was a surrogate. Let's not mess up social media too much. Kanye was busted. You notice he's acting real cordial now. He's behaving himself. You never know, man. You never know.
Look at that. Interesting, man. I never even thought about it.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Because I don't think about them motherfuckers too much at all. So I was like, oh, whatever, fuck them. All right, but anyways, third child with a surrogate or side baby. They haven't released the name yet, and that happened on Monday. It's a girl. It's a girl.
What the name?
They haven't released the name yet. They haven't released.
They got yet. What?
North and Saint.
North and Saint.
Yeah. So this ain't gonna be that much better.
So
it's gonna be
Northwest, Saint West.
It's gonna be like mint julep or some shit. It's gonna be something weird as fuck. But everybody's so I'm over the whole Kim Kardashian and that whole family shit.
Yeah, I don't really follow that and watch any of that anymore.
Dude, so much so that the public liked them so much. They were being offered between $2 million and $5 million for the first pictures of the baby.
Wow.
Yeah, and Kim and Kanye turned down, saying it's immoral. Yeah, because what they've been doing, sex tape that got you famous. They've been living such a moral fucking life. All right, on from them. On to more people that we really don't care about, but still got to talk about them. Amber Rose states she will be getting a breast reduction just because, just like everybody else, they hurt her back. And I saw, yeah, that's. I guess that's the before.
What is that? Double D?
I don't know. Damn, that's what.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of hers whatsoever. Well, let me take that back. Other than her looks, I'm not a fan of hers whatsoever.
But, good pillows.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because it's a story about boobs, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, next on the sheet. Oh shit! See that was my little low, and now we gotta get back up serious, man. All right, U.S. immigration agents raided 7-Eleven stores nationwide last Wednesday in order to catch illegal immigrants.
Oh, there they go again.
That was Wednesday. They went to 98 7-Elevens in 17 states to check for illegal immigrants. They ended up arresting 21 people.
Profiling again. Yeah, I go to 7-Eleven to get my coffee.
Whoa. You hating. You went to Circle K that time.
Yeah, sorry. My homeboy, the guy, the cashier, his name is Manny. He's from India. He's a cool guy. He's a cool guy, you know? And
they might be checking on Manny.
Manny, you know, you need to start a place to hide.
You better get papers, Manny.
Yeah. But no, profiling, man.
Yes, it's profiling, and I had a discussion with friends this past weekend. It's profiling, but yet they arrested 21 people because they were illegal. I'm not a fan of illegal immigrants here.
Yeah, but you know, you gotta understand, people are trying to live a better life, trying to
I understand that.
Trying to make way.
I understand that, but there are rules and regulations. Just like if I want to go live in a different country, I would have to follow their rules and regulations, get my proper documentation in order to go there. So why can't we have the same procedures to make sure that everybody has their papers and all that stuff? So they'll have to be paying the taxes instead of us paying for them with our taxes.
I can be on both sides of this one, but I feel for people who are, trying to get by, fighting not the ones who are breaking laws, murdering people, and
getting drugs and all that shit.
Yeah. Of course, that's a touchy subject. But today, even I met this guy, man. He's from Mexico, and he came in the country, and I helped him out today at work, and he told me his struggle. So, I feel for the guy. He's working hard. He's trying to get his legal status, but he told me that it doesn't happen overnight, man. It's really hard, and people are really judgmental. Big old criminal background check, and he said a lot of it is time consuming. A lot of it is money slows down the process, and he's just trying to get a better life for his family back home. So I helped him out, but he's trying to be a law-abiding citizen, and I supported that. But then again, like I said, that fine line, those of us who break the law and are here illegally and plotting, whatever they're doing,
and not paying taxes. So I understand that people, want to have a better way, get a better life for themselves. But like I said, there are procedures and shit. If I want to get a better life for myself in a different country, I can't just go over there and just pop a squat. So it should. I see it both ways, but I'm more on. I'm not a fan of illegal immigrants, but I'm not a fan of profiling, because if you can profile people of a little bit lighter skin color than mine, profile my skin color as well. And I don't want to have that for me. I don't want to have that for my children, for whatever, whenever that happens. All right, we'll stop right there. That was about to go somewhere.
I think it's a serious discussion that our government, society at home, we're gonna have to come to those crossroads. What are we gonna do? How are we gonna make a roadway to citizenship? And how are we gonna eliminate the ones who don't belong? It's a hard subject, and everyone has their morals and values, what they believe. So we'll see.
We shall see. Next on stories. Oh, this is an old story, but because I am a fan, I want to make sure I stated on my show. Stan Lee was a victim of check forgery. About $300,000. Well, no, $300,000 check was written out to somebody, and the memo states loan. So it's alleged that somebody within his company wrote it for themselves to try to pocket that money. Yeah. But luckily, somebody found it, and I'm not sure exactly what happened. Most likely, it was caught. Bank, reimbursed them on all that shit, and investigation find out who it was, and hopefully they'll get taken down. This happened a couple of weeks ago, but I want to say it. Stan Lee is the where is it? Stanley. There we go. Stan Lee. He is the creator of Marvel, like comic books and all that stuff. That is who he is. So I'm a fan of his work and what he's done and what he's all that fucking entertainment that he's brought to me. Yeah. So unfortunate that people do shit like that. And just want to say, this motherfucker just turned 95.
This guy?
So yeah, we better enjoy him while he's here, man.
Wow,
95. I think it was late December or something that he just turned 95. Wow. So let's enjoy Stan Lee and Betty White before yo, this motherfucker too, man. Oh shit. All right. So back in 2009, a store went out of business, and that was Circuit City.
I forgot about
Circuit City went out of business in 2009. The brand was acquired by somebody else in 2015, and they are bringing it back. They bringing Circuit City back.
Ooh.
They are bringing Circuit City back. It's gonna start off as just online on e-trading, like not e-trading, but e-commerce. So it's gonna be just online.
Like Amazon and stuff.
Yes, but honestly, just like what you said, even back then, I never went to Circuit City. Really,
I never did.
I went to Best Buy.
Yeah, like Best Buy is a conglomerate right now. How are they gonna compete with Best Buy?
But no, not even, because when's the last time you go to Best Buy? Everything I fucking do is online.
Yeah, you're right.
Like Amazon or just fucking Google. I want something electronic. Finding the best deal online. Don't even have to fucking leave your house.
Is Radio Shack still in business?
A lot of them closed, but there's still some. I really don't know why Radio Shacks are still around, but there are still a couple.
Yeah, I don't know about that business move, Circuit City.
Yeah, it's like, why? You ain't gonna be able to compete with Amazon, which I talked about on my last show. Go back and watch the last show if you didn't watch it. All right. And just some tidbits for you. Circuit City was founded in 1949, and when it closed in 2009, it had 567 stores.
Wow.
Yeah, so I ain't gonna go to the motherfuckers, but they had a lot of stores, and I don't know why they really think they gonna.
I didn't go. I don't remember that. I forgot about that store.
All right. Now this, like I said, when I research these stories, I hear stories, write the story down, then research it, and sometimes one story leads to another story. So this story, Domino's CEO J. Patrick Doyle was stepped down after 8 years. He said he accomplished all of his goals, and this was shortly after, I think, in my first show this year, I stated that Papa John's dude was stepping down. Papa John's. But that was understandable, that whole NFL shit.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that, yeah.
So, understandable. With this dude was only with Domino's for like 8 years or something. Now he's stepping down.
Sure there ain't no sexual charges?
He might be hiding from them, but as of right now, it didn't say in the article, it didn't say.
Yeah. You notice there's no guys out there filing sexual harassment against women. Guys love them.
Well, there's Terry Crews that brought it out against the dude, though.
What?
Yeah, man, come on, man.
A dude brought it out against another dude?
Yeah, Terry Crews got groped in the junk. He got groped in the junk. Go watch one of my shows. I don't know which one it was. I brought it up. But anyways, while I was looking for this bullshit story about Domino's CEO stepping down for no fucking reason, I found out that in September in Ann Arbor, Michigan, where I guess Domino's was started or is headquartered, they're going to start using self-driven cars to deliver pizzas.
What?
Yes. They're going to use a hybrid Ford Fusion to do so.
I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that.
You see them in, I know it's in Scottsdale. There's those, they're testing them out. There's people in the car, but they're testing it out just to make sure that nothing goes wrong. But they're testing out the self-driven cars. A lot of them are for the Uber company. But it's going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing. It's going to be a whole bunch of self-driven cars running out there, man.
I don't know, man. The future's coming, man.
The future's coming. I'd rather have my flying car before a self-driving car. Or a jetpack that can just strap on, then just fucking go to work. Don't have to worry about anything else. But yeah. So just coming up in your driveway. And then you'll be able to see where it is, just like with Uber. There'll be an app that shows you where it's located.
Good driving?
Yeah, and then it'll come up like in front of your house. It probably won't go in your driveway because that ain't on the street. So it'll come up in front of your fucking house. You go out, get the pizza out of this car with no dude in it. That's where it's motherfucker. Yeah. That's where it's motherfucker. But the future, it is coming. All right. Speaking of the future, and we talked about how the United States was going backwards. Well, and better late than never, Saudi Arabia is starting to advance themselves. Saudi Arabia lifted a 35-year cinema ban. This was banned on commercials of theaters. So they could still get movies in the country, but there's no Harkins, no AMC that people could go to and enjoy a movie on the big screen.
So they're going to have that now?
They just started. I think it was either, I forgot to put the fucking date on there, but it was late December or early January. They have a theater now, and it said the Saudi Arabian government is planning on opening up 300 by 2030.
Wow.
So,
well, good for them. At least you get to watch some good movies now.
And so they are advancing. Saudi Arabia advancing. It's slow, they behind, but hey, they still going forward.
So I wonder if they're gonna be big fans of like Terminator, Rocky, a lot of the old places.
So they could see those movies already via the internet or whatever. It's just you can go and enjoy a flick at the mall or whatever at the Harkins.
Okay.
So they still got the movies, and some of them are going to be censored. Like I said, it was 35-year ban. It said the ban was due to morality because of the content of some of these fucking movies out there, and avoiding men and women intermingling in public.
Wow.
They don't want that shit out there. Talk about hating PDA.
I know.
We gotta move the whole theater out because I don't want to see no PDA.
Yeah, so, how you supposed to like the woman or go on a date? You gotta be really sick as fuck out there somehow. Just be close.
Nope. See, actually, if you think about it, this is fucking up the whole scene because otherwise people will be like, "Hey, Netflix and chill." Now it's like, oh, now we gotta go to the fucking theater. Shit. Oh, I can't just invite her back to my crib. Damn it. damn you, theaters. And when they lifted the ban, the first movie that was played in Saudi Arabia was the Emoji Movie.
Really?
Wow. Yeah. You seen that Emoji Movie?
No, I've seen the preview or the trailer. I haven't seen it.
I fell asleep on it. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. It was for kids. Of course, it was an animated movie, but just it had a couple of jokes in there. But
fell asleep?
Yeah, I fell asleep.
I fall asleep too.
Yeah, fuck that movie.
Yeah.
All right. Aaron Rodgers and Danica Patrick are a thing now. They're dating.
Oh, that's the car racer?
Yeah, the car racer. He likes the dark heads. He was dating Olivia Munn for a little bit.
She's hot, man.
She cute.
Yeah, she's hot.
Ain't she from Scottsdale? Ain't she from?
I don't know.
Arizona? I thought she from Arizona.
I don't know.
I could be making that all up.
She might be right down the street.
She might be. And Rodgers, you got some competition. I'm just saying. All right, move on from that bullshit. All right, now just heard this today. Chris Brown gets his pet monkey taken away from him. The pet monkey was named Fiji.
Yeah, I heard about this story. He bought the monkey for his daughter, or what happened?
He had it for a pet. I don't know if he bought it for her, but there was like video, pictures, or whatever with his daughter playing with the monkey. But I guess he didn't have a permit. You know, when you have exotic animals like that, you gotta have a permit. As I stated on one of my shows, some states make it illegal for you to have exotic animals like that. But I guess in California, you can have it. You just need a permit.
So I guess that tiger you had back there. Oh man.
Shouldn't have told nobody about no Lulu. Let's see, what's that? Oh, and Chris Brown should be staying out of fucking trouble. But because he didn't have a permit, he had possession of it. This could be a misdemeanor charge with potential 6 months.
Damn!
And you know California don't like him.
Yeah, they don't like him.
So
he's gonna be sitting in the cell. Like, yo, Chris, what did you do this time? Oh man,
I had a monkey.
I
had a monkey. For real? Alright. Somebody else that was in jail, Dennis Rodman. He got arrested. He had a DUI.
DUI. I heard about that.
It said that he checked himself into rehab on Wednesday after his DUI on Saturday. So that's important. I know when he was on Celebrity Apprentice, it showed that he was just having addiction problems with alcohol. So that's unfortunate. He's a great basketball player, and that will be down in history for his play on the court. But he needs to work on his problems, and good thing he's going to rehab.
Yeah. Hope he gets help.
I hope he gets help. And crazy thing, in 2016, he got into a car accident while driving on the wrong side of the street. And witnesses say it was after he went to a karaoke bar. So he did not get arrested then, but he got put on probation. It didn't say that he had alcohol in his system. I think he got lucky on this one, that somebody recognized who he was. It was like, all right, don't do it again or some shit like that. But he didn't get arrested for a DUI that time, but he got into a car accident. He was driving on the wrong fucking side of the street.
Wow. He lucked out.
Yeah, he definitely lucked out on that one, that he didn't kill anybody, kill himself. He got lucky on that one. So
that happens in Arizona a lot, you know. Up over here, like people driving on the wrong side of the street on the freeway.
Well, I'm lucky I haven't seen that shit. That'd be freaky as a motherfucker. Yeah. Dennis Rodman is 56 years old. All right, got a couple stories left. I think we're time this pretty nice.
Yeah, you're running on time. Nice.
All right.
Hey, shout out all those people watching. I got a little few text messages now, so shout out to the friends watching. And all is good with all you guys up there. Tune in to George's show here. It's a cool show here.
While you're here, go ahead and do me a favor and press subscribe right underneath your screen. All of you that are watching, go out and on my channel and check out some of the videos that I've put. I think this is probably my almost 50th show.
I seen your Bruno Mars video. That was pretty cool.
My latest Mad Dub of the week was 24 Karat. That is, other than my cousin's proposal, that's the highest Mad Dub that I've gotten.
I think you need to do like an old school throwback, like an Ice Cube, something like that. That'd be cool.
Oh, right. I did the party all the time.
Yeah, the Murphy one. Yeah,
that was old school. Yeah. Shy, If I Ever Fall in Love. That was old school. And I got a lot of ideas that I just need to put into the works.
Cool. So, looking forward to the next one.
So I shall keep everybody. If you subscribe, you will get a notice when I put it up. So subscribe, please. All right, let's move on. Now, did you hear about this shit, man? That it might become 51 states in America.
I heard that.
California. Yeah, and I can't remember when they fucking read it. Either Wednesday, Monday, or some shit. Sometime this week, a group reads the Declaration of Independence for the state of New California. Let's see. I got the map. Oh, got press right there. The map. This is what is proposed.
So, is it the people on the interstate upset, or the ones in the outer city areas upset? I don't see it.
The yellow is New California. The yellow is New California. The blue will be just still California. They want to separate the urban coastal cities or urban coastal areas, but for some reason, I'll put this back. it's not including San Diego.
That's what I thought. Why didn't you include San Diego?
I don't know why I didn't include San Diego. I don't know, but why they're doing this is saying that California's too big, it's ungovernable. God damn, I can't fucking say it. Governable.
One more time.
Nope. Cut and paste that, please. Somebody loop that shit for me. Governable. There you go.
There you go. You got it.
All right. I had to trick myself in it. All right. And people are paying too much taxes because all the wealth and shit are over in the coastal areas. There's higher taxes and all that stuff. And then all these people in the rural areas are having to pay that same shit, and they're not making as much money. Mm-hmm. So they're saying if we cut this and just do most of the rural part of California and make that new California, they think they'll be better off.
Wow. I go to California a lot, man. It's so crowded over there. Every time I go there, LA is just like so populated.
Oh, it's very overpopulated.
It's congested, and I see their point. I don't know.
I see their point. I don't think it's gonna happen. Seeing 51 states.
No, probably not.
Back in the day, I guess the shit happened with West Virginia and Virginia. How they split. But seeing California and New Cali and all that shit, do I want to see that? No. Why? Because I'm used to just one California. So you're saying I gotta drive through New California to get to California? It's just fucking weird. Are we gonna have to put another star on the fucking flag, man? Is it just gonna? Are we gonna just have one big star so we don't have to have an odd number of stars? What the fuck?
I don't know, man. The whole country's getting overpopulated. You notice all of them moving to Arizona too.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind. As long as, once again, the illegal immigration shit, as long as people are legal here and they're fucking contributing to society, I'm alright for it. I am alright for it. There's other issues that I could bring up, like death penalty and all that shit, that could help out with that shit too. The people who have proven that they don't belong in our society should just be taken care of, and focus needs to be placed on the underprivileged.
Yeah.
That's another day, another topic. Thank you, New California.
For office, right?
Shit. I'll be worse than Trump when it comes to my mouth.
Hey, what do you think of Joe Arpaio is running for the Senate now? Announcement.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I ain't getting my vote, but then again, I usually don't vote. But that's a whole new subject too. All right, and my last story is an unfortunate story because it is going to do some damage to something that's that's positive right now. That whole Me Too campaign about helping out women that's being sexually victimized in the workplace and all that stuff. Well, an anonymous accuser put Aziz Ansari on blast, saying that he was inappropriate with her, and just pretty much came public with this story. Unlike all these other accusations that have been brought up onto different people, including James Franco. Yes, there we go. Thank you. Including James Franco and a lot of these other people, Matt Lauer and all these other people. This one just seemed like she was upset because they had a bad date. So she's trying to accuse him of wrongdoing. The story goes, from what I read, is that they met at this party. He ended up getting her number. He offered to take her on a date. She went over to his house, had a drink. They went to dinner. After dinner, came back to his house, was having drinks, and he was like, "Hey, let's get this shit popping.
Trying to bust a move.
Let's all right, you just showed your age on that. Yeah, he took the girl back and said, "Hey, let's bust a move. Let's bust a move." And she was all right with it. She was all right with it. It said she was on the kitchen countertop, and he gave her oral. She was on the kitchen countertop. He gave her oral, and this was consensual. After that, he was like, "Hey, let's let's bust more of a move." And she was like, I don't know. And he was like, all right, come on, I don't know. And then after a while, he stopped trying to pressure her. And one story said she stayed and they watched the movie afterwards. And then after, she's saying that, I felt uncomfortable the whole time that I was doing this, and he should have known by my body language that I didn't want to do this. So this is definitely not.
He kicked her out?
No, he didn't kick her out. Like I said, one of the stories said they watched the movie afterwards. So she didn't tell him no, not to give her the oral. She told him she didn't want to take it further, and he didn't pressure her to do that. And they kicked it afterwards. From the story that I read, there's multiple stories on there. The one I read said she kicked it afterwards, and then afterwards it seems like she had regret for doing what she did, and now she wants to put him on blast. That don't seem like sexual harassment like some of these other people to me.
Yeah, I mean, nowadays you gotta be so careful. Even complimenting women, take it the wrong way. And, this guy, he was trying for time, and she was probably, her behavior was probably, she was flirting.
They were flirting.
Yeah,
and then, I make that, it's time to run them bases. I go to first base. Oh, you all right with that? Second base. Oh, you cool with that? Then he got his head in between her legs on the kitchen countertop. She ain't saying no. Come on. She had all the time to say no or not instead of, I felt uncomfortable and he should have saw that. Tell the motherfucker no, get the fuck out of there. When he was done with that, obviously he was done with the oral and was trying to do something. He could have said, I'm gonna leave. Fuck this.
Yep.
You didn't do that. You end up staying for a movie afterwards, and then afterwards you're trying to, even though you're anonymous right now, for some reason, just because you had a bad day, things didn't go the way you wanted to, you want to put this man on blast, possibly hurting his career. Hopefully it does not. And he just recently won an award.
Man. Yeah, man, it's like the woman's word against the man's word. And who's the public or who's the
public figure?
Yeah, who are they going to believe? It's you got to be careful out there.
It's fucking crazy out there, man. It's crazy out there. Just because a lady ends up, man, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Although during that time, she wanted to do it, just like getting her thing licked on the countertop. She wanted to do it at a time, but then she looked back like, I probably shouldn't have done that.
Yep.
So, it's fucking crazy out there. If what I read ended up being the wrong story and she was a victim, I feel sorry for her, but I just hate the fact that women have control to damage people right now without all the facts coming out. I feel sorry for all those people. That's one. And maybe I'll come up with this next week, but I didn't get a chance to research this one. But there's a lot of people that was on the American Olympics gymnastics team. Simone Biles and...
I heard about that too.
Sexual abuse. This doctor that was abusing these gymnastics girls. little ones. One of them came out and said it happened to her starting at the age of 6.
Damn. What?
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. And that's why I say this is a fucking mad week, man. That's why the name is Mad Week. I forgot to fucking do the research. I'll start this, so I'll bring that up next week. But right now it is 9 o'clock, and this has been our show for the week.
Yes, everyone out there, thanks for watching. Once again, this is Marlon. My homeboy George here. A mad week. Y'all stay safe out there and be good to one another.
I appreciate you coming out and helping me out with this, man. And enjoy doing the show with you, man. And once again, the intro song, that's his beat, man.
Yeah.
You should make me an original fucking intro, dude.
Yeah, we'll work on some. And once again, check out my website, blest1music.com. Check it out. Download my music.
Go download his music. Support my man. He is representing. And he represents so much. I was like, hey, dog, can I get that beat? Can I get that beat? So now it is my intro, and I appreciate you for letting me use that.
Sure, no problem.
All right, but this has been a Mad Week with George I. Courtright. And I am out. Hopefully it's playing. Is it playing? Is it playing? Nope, it ain't playing. Nope. Alright, now it's playing. I'm out. Yes, that's pretty smooth.